Hey Team Texas! Us coaches have missed you guys all so much. I've literally been having dreams about spray walls and crazy things. And so we've been brainstorming ways that we can get you guys back into practice and get the team back together as quickly and as safely as possible. And I'm really happy to announce that we're finally ready to do that. We're going to be following these policies and procedures in order to keep our coaches, our community, you guys, your families, all as safe as possible during this time.
Returning to youth programs is optional. If you wish to return, please review the Summit policies and procedures, as well as sign the new waiver agreement. If you chose to deactivate your account during closure, be sure to email your head coach to reactivate before your first practice back. To prepare for your practice, be sure to know your start and end time. Late or early entry will not be permitted. Do not try to enter the gym early or late. Note that parents or siblings of participants will not be permitted inside the gyms, but are welcome to stay outside in the parking lot. If any parents or siblings would like to climb at Plano during their kids' practice time slot, you must book your slot separately through the Summit portal. Before leaving your house for practice, you should self-screen for COVID. Take your temperature and screen for the symptoms listed here. If you have any of these symptoms, contact your head coach and do not attend the practice. When you arrive at the gym for practice, be sure you have all your gear and belongings with you, as re-entry will not be permitted. Before entering the gym, a coach will take each climber's temperature. Team Texas will be holding practices at Carrollton and Plano only during this time. If your practice is at Plano, you should follow these procedures. Practice size will be limited to 6 climbers and a coach. Drop-off is located at the circuit wall. The garage door will be open for entry. There will be marked spaces outside to place your items and warm up. Upon arrival, a coach will assign you to a space. Note that at Plano, much of your time will be spent outside. Be sure you keep your belongings inside of your designated space. At Plano, bathrooms, water fountains, and the retail area will not be available for use during team practice. You should use the restroom before your arrival, pack water in a spill-proof vessel, and pack snacks if needed. At Plano Team Texas practices, no parts of the gym will be available for use except for the spray wall. If you would like to use other parts of the gym, such as lead climbing or the speed wall, you can reserve a time through the Summit portal to climb on your own. If your practice is at Carrollton, you should follow these procedures. Practice size will be limited to 8 climbers and 2 coaches. There will be marked spaces to place your items and warm up. Upon arrival, a coach will assign you to a space. 1 bathroom will be available at this location, but water fountains and retail are not, so be sure to pack water and snacks if needed. Note that climbing at the Carrollton location is not yet available to the public. The mats and pads are different at Carrollton than they are at the rest of the Summit gyms, so you climb there at your own risk. During all practices, you must follow social distancing protocol by staying 6 feet apart from each other and wearing masks that cover your nose and mouth the entire time you're inside the gym. Additionally, do not touch surfaces such as railings, counters, doorknobs, etc. You are not permitted to share gear, equipment, or food and beverages. Team Texas and youth programs practices can be scheduled in 2-hour time slots. Your head coach will send out a link and instructions to do this. It's imperative that participants and participants' parents understand that these policies are zero tolerance. If you break the policy, you will be removed from practice and your parent will be called and asked to come pick you up at the front door of the building. The 6 feet social distancing policy will only be broken by coaches if injury or risk of injury to an athlete occurs. If this does happen, coaches will follow Summit procedures to deal with the situation. Thank you for your cooperation in these policies. We can't wait to see you at practice.